Basically, the governor says she'd be happy to pay if the government can afford it.
I would like to see how much it would cost the government of Guam. And I, being fiscally responsible and physically disciplined, need to know what that means in terms of how the impact is in the finances of our government, and am I able to still continue on with the public services that we so need in our community.
In the face of dwindling government revenues, that is the question.
Do we pay double pay for the essential employees and furlough government employees as a result of having to pay the double pay for the essential employees? That's something that needs to be thoroughly discussed and thoroughly weighed out.
Currently, in not paying the double pay, she is relying on an opinion by the Attorney General that finds that if a department or facility remains open, like the police or the hospital, then the employees, though essential, aren't entitled to double pay. But that AG opinion is being challenged by Attorney Tom Fisher on behalf of Guam Police Officer Steve Topasna, who argues that the law is clear that employees are entitled to the double pay. The governor has acknowledged that some form of extra pay is due frontliners during the pandemic, and so she came up with pay differential of 10, 15, and 25% based on risk. When asked about her preference for double pay legislation, the governor threw support for a bill by Speaker Barnes that offers a combination of cash and comp time.
When we looked at that, we felt that we could afford that. And so that is a piece of legislation that I continue to support because it makes financial sense and it makes reasonable sense. And it also provides compensation for the value of the work of our essential employees.
Meanwhile, the employees' union has withdrawn its earlier support for the Barnes measure, as many of its members said it falls well short of full double pay. They'll have a chance to voice their feelings in hearings on the bills. The legislature cut short an emergency session yesterday in which it was expected to act on them. In the meantime, the Topasna lawsuit still looms. For Guam's News Network, I'm Nestor Lecanto.